What's going on? What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Coach's Talk, where we discuss all things OU related, college football related, all things in between. I'm your host, Coach Ricks. Before we get started, please hit that like button, hit that red subscribe button, like the videos, and I'm going to jump on here today. I got a clinic that I got to get to, a coaches meeting that's going to be about another hour or so. So I wanted to get on here and answer some emails and some questions that some listeners and subscribers emailed me. I did go through some of these. I did put some to the side. I emailed them back already. I don't really talk about politics or religion or things like that. There were some emails that came in, so I try to separate those because I don't like to talk about those things. People get kind of funny and finicky about that, so I just push those to the side, and I'll get back with you on those personally, and we'll keep it like that. We're gonna try to separate the politics and things like that, man. That's something that doesn't need to be on the podcast because it makes people feel a certain way. But like I said, I'm crunched for time, but I wanted to get on here and get back with the listeners to let them know that I did get the emails. I did get the some people are sending me emails, some are DMing me in my TikTok and Instagram accounts and everything. So I am getting to those. It might be a little bit longer because I hardly check those on a daily basis. I don't have no one to check those for me. So bear with me. I will get to those and I will respond to those. But I picked out 10 that I'm going to answer today before I got to leave here in another 30 minutes. So let's get going. The first one comes from Amanda Conway out of Macon, Georgia. Amanda Conway. That's a cool name. Says, hey, coach, I have a son that loves football and basketball, but his basketball coach, doesn't want him to play both sports. How should we approach the coach to let our son do both? Uh, well, that's between you and your husband, or between you or whoever the guardian is, to go to that coach and say, hey, we're wanting him to do both to see if he can handle it. As long as it don't affect the grades, as long as it don't affect his performance, I would give the coach and say, hey, let's give it a try. And if he declines in any one of the sports or his grades, you guys can revisit this and you know uh, sit down and try to compromise what he should do going forward. But at least let him try. I don't like to be a coach that's standing someone way. I mean, in college, I can see, not in college, but in high school, I've seen players play multiple sports: baseball, basketball, and football. So if he can handle it and keep the grades up, I see no harm in doing that. That coach, man, just set him down and tell him that he has the blessing from the parents. He should have the blessing and everything from the school and from the coach. That's my take on that. Thanks for the question, Amanda. Keep watching the show. I appreciate the email. The next one is from Don Jones. Don Jones from Concord, North Carolina. Hey, coach. My neighbor told me that you hold clinics and camps throughout certain or different Ys throughout Charlotte. I was wondering, when's your next camp? PS for basketball. Sorry. We have a camp coming out this October. I think it's going to be held at the Brace Y here in Charlotte and Matthews. Uh, we might do another one later on in the year. It might be at Morrison. Just depends on where. Those are the two main ones that I go through for my clinics. So probably sometime in mid October or late October, but it will definitely be on the Charlotte YMCA website. So please get in there. It does fill up pretty fast. I think we're gonna probably have about 60 or 70 kids. So try to get your little one in there, girl or boy, whoever wants to come in there and learn the basic fundamentals of basketball. We'll probably hold it around the middle or the last week of October. All right. Thank you, Don, for the email. Next one comes from Jennifer Coleman, Morrisville, North Carolina. We see that you referee AAU games and coach youth clinics. Will you be doing your annual YMCA basketball clinics at the Morrison YMCA? The last one we attended was 2019 before COVID. There again, I don't know if they're going to do the annual one again. The annual one was like 300 or 400 kids, and it was like a weekend event. I don't know if they're going to do that again. There hasn't been anything in the works for that, but we will have the basketball one at Brace. Excuse me. the the middle or the last week of October. So just be sure to check the YMCA database. They'll definitely put it out. If not, you can DM me or send me another email, and I'll try to get you that information so you can get your little one or little ones in there. But thank you for the email, and hopefully and everything. If you just check the YMCA, you'll find more information going forward. Next one is from Jack Russell, Newport, South Carolina. Hey, coach, I watched some of your videos and it seems you really care about kids. Do you think you would have time to come talk or do a video for my eighth grade girls basketball team? I followed your career when you were the Banks Trail girls basketball coach and you went 2 years undefeated. I think they would really learn something from you. I think they will learn something from hearing from you. I think he meant hearing. I think he meant talking to me. So we'll say it like that. Jack, with me being real busy right now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'll have to get back with you. Trying to do clinics, travel, do AAU, do the YMCA, and then have my regular job, and then have the family life. I'm just running all over the place and everything. All I can say is check back with me. Let me know when you want to try to do this, and we'll sit down and I can see if it can be if I can make it, or we can try to set up something and do it in the future. But I don't want to say yes and then I can't. I could just say, just let me know when you want to try to do this, and then I can try to give you a better answer then. All right. But just email me and let me know. But thanks for the email, Jack. Next one comes from Derek Chavis from Chesney, South Carolina. Hey, coach, why do some parents push their kids in sports when the kid has no passion to play? Man, I don't know. I think that's one of the oldest things that's one of the things that a lot of coaches go through. A lot of kids that don't want to play, parents are pushing them to play. I tend to think kids get hurt or they end up hurting someone when they shouldn't be out there if they don't have no passion to play. Um, if you have someone that is doing that, I think you might need to set the parent aside and tell them that the child has come to you and has given you the indication that they don't want to play, and it's best for you to find something else for them to do to occupy the time, because putting him or her out there, they could definitely get someone hurt or they can hurt themselves. So just set the parent down, let the parent know that the kid has no passion to play the sport. That's how I would address that issue. But thank you for the email. Hopefully that helps. If you need any more information, please just email me and I'll see what I can do. I'll even email the coach and see if I can, or the parent, and see if I can help give a better explanation of why it's important for that child not to play if he or she doesn't have the passion to play. So just let me know. Next one is from Manny Alvarez from Danville, North Carolina. My son attended one of your clinics in Greensboro, North Carolina a few years ago. I just wanted to give you an update. Jasper is a starter for his middle school basketball team, and all the parents have been asking me how he got better so fast. Would it be okay if I shared your number with them? Thanks for all the videos and the love that you showed my son. Oh, thanks, man. I hope I'm trying to remember who that is. Please send me a picture so I can try to. I'm kind of old, and I just want to make sure that I put a face to the name, so I can keep track of you guys. But you can if you want to. I don't know how I can try to make it happen, or if they want to come to Charlotte, or if they wanted me to come there. I don't know if this is from Danville. I think Danville probably an hour away, hour and a half away from Charlotte. So yeah, give him my email, or apparently you have my number if we did a clinic together. Just give him my email. I don't like people having my personal number because it gets flooded with texts and stuff, and I don't really check that often. So just give him my email and we'll go from there. But I was glad to hear that Jasper is doing well and everything. That means a lot. I mean, a lot of parents want to see improvement if their child is doing clinics and everything. So I'm glad to hear that all the other parents are excited to see that he got better. So that means a lot to me. So thank you, man, Manny. I appreciate that. Next one is from Wesley Tate, uh, from Danville, Virginia. Oh, that's weird. Danville, North Carolina, and Danville, Virginia. Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you, what will OU look like in the SEC? Wanted to get your take. Keep up the good work. All right, Wesley. Man, I'm thinking that OU is going to come in and just do OU things. I don't think that they're going to try to come in and make a statement like everyone is hoping. I think that, the main thing is the main thing. They always stress that iron sharpens iron. I think that OU is just going to be a tough physical team that's going to come into the SEC and be a part of the culture. I just think that they're not going to be, you know, Kentucky. They're not going to be South Carolina. They're not going to be Vanderbilt. They're not going to be Missouri. They're not going to be Texas A&M. They're going to come in and they're not even going to be on Miss. I think that after Alabama, after Georgia, and then you could even say LSU whenever they get back up, or even Texas. Oklahoma is around the top 4 or 5 programs in the SEC now. And I don't understand why they're not getting the recognition that Texas gets because Texas only had one good year and everybody's falling in love with Texas. So if they come in and do what they're supposed to do, I think it'll take care of itself. I just think that everyone's overlooking them, which is good. OU fans are happy with being overlooked, but they are keeping receipts. So if Oklahoma jumps out to a 7-1 or 8-1 record, what is the conversation going to be like then? Is it going to be, well, we expected that? No. Keep that same energy that you guys had when you thought we was going to go 7-5. Don't say, well, we expected that. That's Oklahoma. No. Keep those receipts. Keep that shit the same. Now, I'm very adamant about that. I don't think they're going to be 6-5 and or 5-7 or 6-6 or 7-5. I think they're going to be the top of the SEC along with the Georgias, the Alabamas, in the Texas, and Ole Miss. I think they're going to be in the very top. So let's keep the main thing the main thing. Keep that same energy that they're not going to be worth crap. And then when we come out here and show you what we're going to do, then say, you know what, we were wrong. I'll take that. All right. But thank for the email, man. I appreciate that. I'm an OU fan, so I love to talk about OU. And when people don't give us the respect that we've earned over the last 20 years, it just kind of pees me off a little bit, but it is what it is. Next one is from Jonathan Maxwell from Van Buren, Arkansas. Oh, old stopping ground. What's going on, Coach? We used to work together at Whirlpool in Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's glad to see you excelling in your craft. My question is, have you told your listeners or hold on, let me get that right. Hold on. It's glad to see you excelling in your craft. My question is, have you told your listeners on how you took the department trophy from 253 back in the early 2000s? P.S. Love the podcast and very proud of you. Much love and respect. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm trying to remember who you are, man. That's been shoot, 20 years ago, man. That's a long time. And no, I've never told that story. That story is nothing to brag about. It was just, just one guy came down. They were department champs, and they went around the plant looking for challenges, and they got one. And long story short, the trophy's over here. The trophy's over here in one of my trophy collections. I would get. Hold on, let me get it right quick. Hold on. I should have had it ready because I did answer these. I did monitor these questions and proofread them. So I don't know why I didn't have it ready. But this is the trophy that the guy was talking about. As you can see, it's 2002. This guy came down, and I think his name was Ralph Smith. They came down and they were talking about how good they were and this and that. And I had just came to that department. My father had worked there for so many years. I just got out of service and I came to work there. And I just happened to be in that department. And someone said, well, hey, we got a guy that played with Derek Fisher and, Oliver Miller and Corliss Williamson and all of them from Little Rock, Arkansas. He can play ball. And he was like, well, let's go. Well, I won't run from a challenge. We played ball and we end up spanking them and got the trophy. But here's my thing. Once I lose my trophy, you got to beat me every day. because I want it back. You won't get to keep my trophy. I'm gonna get my trophy back. But he never played me again for it. So I've had it for 20 some odd years and everything. So it is what it is. But he got that trophy in 2002. I think we played in 2005. So they had it for 3 years, and like I said, it's real good. But I just think that you don't. I mean, there's always someone better than you. I've always believed that. I've always believed there's someone that works harder than you that you're going to run into, and that's a good thing because it keeps you humble. It keeps you on your toes. You always need to work on your craft. Don't get complacent and think that I made it to a point, to a level of excellence, and then you just stop practicing. I'm 51 years old. I still practice. I still dribble. I still shoot. I still run. I might not can run like I used to, but I can get 4, 5, 6 games in and still be effective and still be, show some productivity. But at this age, man, your legs and your wingspan and everything, man, it doesn't go for days unless you stay complacent and you keep on doing it every single day. I don't have the time to do it every single day, but I still love to play with the young guys and still get out there and, as they say, I get buckets. So thanks for that, Jonathan, man. I really appreciate it. But I've never told that story, but now the listeners know. So, it is what it is. But that was nothing to brag about. I think that was just something that happened, spur of the moment, and it is what it is. But I got two more, and then I'm gonna get up out of here, guys, because I want to make sure that I make this clinic and everything because it's very important for the YMCA. Next one comes from Jessica Miller from Jackson, Mississippi. Hey, Coach, I see that you are starting to get a lot of love from parents and kids and old players. What do you think is your superpower to coaching kids in today's society versus 10 years ago? Um, Thanks for the email, Jessica. I don't think I have a superpower. Think that I just love what I do, very passionate about it. Attention to detail. I don't, I don't, I don't get too cocky. I know that I'm good, but I keep it at that. My legacy, like I said, will always be my girls. I don't try to go out here and try to keep a legacy going from 30 years ago or 25 years ago. I just continue to do it because I love to do it. I love to see kids get better. I love to see a kid that no one wanted, and we work and we work and we work and we work. He busts his butt. He does everything I tell him to do, and then I go watch his games and I see the transformation of how he used to be to where he is now. And that means more to me is because I tell kids all the time, I don't care how talented you are, hard work will beat talent every day. So if you think you're talented, there's always a kid out there somewhere that's putting in the work that you're going to run into. He's going to humble you or she's going to humble you, and it's going to put you back on that track to improving your craft. That old saying, iron sharpens iron. If I'm beating the team half to death, I don't want to play them no more. Let me go find better competition. And even if I get beat, I'm bettering myself because I'm playing better competition. So that's why when I coach my girls, we always played up. When we travel ball, we always played up. We never played the girls our age. I want them to play boys. I want them to play kids two grades up. So when you get beat and you start playing against those physical girls, it makes you better. So when you play girls your age, you're going to be the physical one. You're going to be the one that's getting. You're going to be the one that's attacking. You're going to be the one that's going out there and facing people that don't want to face you because you're a little bit too physical. So I always believe in that. Play up to get better, and then you come back down, and then you'll do well in the kids and the grades that you are in. So that's my take on that. I don't think it's a superpower. I just think that I just love coaching, and I find different ways. I read books. I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of clinics, a lot of YouTube. I mean, I'm a stickler for information because if I can help a child get to the next level, that's my goal. My goal is not to be well known. My job is to help kids master something or get better at something and encourage them and give them the confidence to do that. So that's my superpower. Is just, help them get better. And that's what makes me feel so much better is helping kids get to the next level. So thanks for that email. And I got one more before I get up out of here. Next one is from Monica Jackson from Lincolnton, North Carolina. Hey, Coach, I listened to your interview with Coach Walker. I must say, you guys speak the truth. You don't censor anything, and it's nice to hear gentlemen talk about sports. And my question is, can you give insight on why yoga was so important for your girls to do, and where was that at? To me, yoga is great for strengthening the muscles, stretching. It's good for us when we did full court press because I wanted to make sure the girls were very agile. I wanted to make sure they had the conditioning to go a full game if need be, a full court press, and we're going to run and run and run. I come from an era of playing with guys that played with Nolan Richardson, and that 40 minutes of hell, that meant something. Those guys back in those days, man, they put fear in people. You might be a good point guard, but are you really a good point guard if you're getting pressed full court the whole 40 minutes of the game? So that's what I like to do is make sure the girls, and plus it helps prevent injuries. I wanted to make sure the girls were in top shape when we played other teams. I don't think nobody was near us conditioned when we played them. That's why we were so effective to go. They were effective to go 2 years undefeated. One coach took them the first year. I was an assistant, and then the next year I got them. They moved up, and then we went undefeated again. So the first year I had a little bit to do with it, but not a lot. The second year we took it to another level, and I think the older you get and you start playing better competition to go undefeated, that's a good thing. So now the girls are off in college, and I know one's at South Carolina. I know one is at UConn. I know one is at Virginia Tech. One's at Arizona State, and then one's at Baylor. So the girls that were under me, a lot of them are going to college. Nothing to do with me. I don't want to put that on me. They went on to excel at higher levels, but they kept on with the conditioning. They still do some of the things and the drills that we do, but those girls wanted it for themselves. I was just the person that gave them a little extra push in order for them to go do that. So that's why I like to do yoga. Anything that we did in college, I use at the levels now that I'm at, which is middle school and high school. Going to a lot of AAU clinics, AAU tournaments, and refereeing. I see a lot of kids and everything, man, that lack the structure on conditioning. No one wants to get in the gym and run laps and jump rope and put in the hard work to run bleachers. I think everybody wants to come out there right now and they want talent to take over. Well, like I said, there's a team out there, man, that's going to come that's fully ready, that has all three phases, and they're going to spank your butt. And then you're going to have to go back and start all over again, doing the hard work. So get in the gym, man. Do what you got to do. Get the conditioning. Hard work, hard work, hard work. That's all I say. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. But I just wanted to get this out there to the subscribers and listeners that sent me the emails. I wanted to let you guys know I did get the emails. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Keep rocking with your boy. We're only going to get better. I'll come back probably tonight to do a preview of the OU Temple game. If not, I will probably do a recap tomorrow after the game. But until then, peace out. Coach Ricks and everything is out of here. I hope you guys, man, have a wonderful, wonderful night. And if I don't get back to you, have a wonderful weekend. Coach Ricks out. Peace out.